When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Welcome back and welcome into the gym here at Midview High School. Don Vincent along with the coach, Jim Baker, as we get set. They're going to take care of starting lineups here in the gym. Probably a good opportunity for us to take care of those as well. Sean O'Toole, the coach at St. Ignatius. Number 3 ranked team, number 15 in the PD poll. Max Preps lists them at 42 in the state. We're going to see Devin Stover averaging 10 points a ball game, 6'4" as a junior. He'll be joined by Andre Wolford. We talked about both of those guys, the leading scorers on this squad. Wolford, a 6'2" senior. Michael Alcalt averaging 2.1 points a game as a 6'4" senior. Kyle Kalish, just under 6 points and a rebound and a half, a 5'8" junior. And underneath will be the big guy, Jalen McDonald, 4 points a game, but 6'6" senior. So you kind of see where you're going with this squad. There's going to be those guys designated to score and those guys designated to set them up.
Yeah, I mean, and Coach O'Toole does a great job, and obviously you can see him. He's a former Ignatius grad, and you know he did some serious work in the post, and he prefers that kind of offense, a high-low offense, and they're going to do a good job with it.
Well, interesting, we're looking at two coaches, both of whom were big guys. I mean, Rossitano is probably 6'3", 6'4" at this point in his life, probably a little taller when he was in high school. So, you know, certainly had some opportunity to play underneath. He's going to bring his 24-0 Titans to the court in his second year with the program, ranked number 2 by the PD, number 11 in the Freeman Max Preps poll, which actually it's kind of like a football poll where they evaluate who you played and how well you've done against tough competition. Same starting lineup we've seen all season for the Titans. Davier Andrews, a 6'2" junior guard, 10.5 points a ball game, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, which is really impressive. You start seeing the guy that's scoring for you throwing up the assists. Wait, that gets better. Eddie Williamson will run the point, 2.5 points a game, 2.3 assists per game as a 5'10" senior. All he's got to do is run the offense. Rashad Berry will be the big guy underneath. Just under 10 points a ball game, 5 rebounds, 6'5" as a senior. Devon Andrews, here's the guy. 21 points a ball game, 6.5 rebounds per ball game, 4 assists as a 6'5" senior.
Been very impressed with his unselfishness, Devon Andrews, and the Titans in general, Don. They truly do. If someone's open, they get them the basketball. They have great chemistry.
Oz Bohannon will round out the starting lineup for the Lorain Titans. 13.7 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, an assist and a half for the 6'5" sophomore.
Yeah, he's Bohannon, very impressive sophomore-wise. But the challenge again for the Titans, you know, the other night they beat a team in Brunswick, and they had to hold them off, and it was a different style, and they did it. Tonight, they got to beat a program, Don.
Yeah.
This is a program.
That's a great way to put
that. I mean, this is an established program that's really known throughout the country, certainly in the state, but all over the place. They travel. They've done it. And this is the monster. This is the monster that stands in front of you to get you to the Sweet 16. And you know you're going to have to beat Ignatius because they're not going to beat themselves.
Ignatius coming into the game and just kind of talking about some of the competition. They played the likes of Canton McKinley, St. V. St. M. They played in the tournament at the University of Detroit. Cardinal Mooney, Schroeder Padilla, which is another one of those big programs. Right. If you're not familiar with that name, you go on down the line. Obviously, St. Ed's, they played them home and away. Their tournament run, big wins, 49-point win over Max Hayes. After that, it was a 4-point win over Avon and 4 points over Strongsville. So there's certainly room to attack this Iggy squad.
Yeah, it's going to come down to Lorain being able to get stops and running the floor, because the Titans in transition are a tremendous basketball team. If they can create some tempo, that's definitely to their advantage, because they are going to be able to outdo Ignatius in a transition type basketball game. So that all starts with your defense, and that all starts with limiting Ignatius to one shot. So can you keep them outside, pressure that basketball as much as possible so they can't get clean post entries, and then run the floor, and create some havoc with your transition game. Tempo is going to be very important, but a district final like this, I'm going to be real surprised if this is a high-scoring game, Don. I think this is just going to be a slugfest.
Probably the most fun individual matchup tonight, I'm going to call it now, is going to be Kyle Kalish, the 5'8" junior guard, matching up with Eddie Williamson, the 5'10" senior guard at the point.
Yeah, they're both going to be out there for one reason: point guards, defend the ball, run the show.
Tip's going to be controlled by Iggy's to get things started, and right away, Kalish is going to have the ball. Williamson's going to wait for him right at midcourt. Man defense by the Titans, as always. On the left wing is Wolford. That's their leading scorer. Works down to the baseline. A touchdown for Kalish. Takeaway by the Titans. They're going to give it right back. Got the takeaway, the long pass, trying to get that fast break started. Ends up right back in the hands of Devin Stover. Stover.
Yeah. Great job on the interior post defense by the Titans, and now they got to take care of the ball.
Looks like Ignatius wants to spread the court at least somewhat here with the ball on the right wing is Wolford. Devon Andrews cheats toward midcourt with him. Shot inside. It's going to be altered. Nice job with the rebound. Great defense by Bohannon. Fast break opportunity going the other way. Devin going to go to the rack, and they're going to call the charge, or they're going to give him the basket.
They're going to go with the charge.
They're going to wipe off the basket and the charge. Oh, boy. Lorain fans are not going to be happy with that one.
No, that big call there. That's that charge block call. It's a very difficult call for the officials to make. He felt that the Ignatius defender was set. Andrews would have had a chance for a three-point play. Instead, he picks up that first foul.
Kalish spits a double team early. He's going to hustle down court, lose the ball going into the paint. It's going to roll off the hands of Rashad Berry and out of bounds. It'll be Iggy's ball underneath their own hoop.
Great job by Eddie Williamson. That's what you want your kids to do in a press. You try to get ahead of the ball. He tipped it from behind, but Ignatius keeps control.
Kalish will inbound very quickly. Wolford spots the three ball, battles it in, got it.
He was out there too, Don.
Here we go the other way. Titans getting up court very quickly. Davier Andrews struggled a little bit the other night. We'll see if he can't bring his A game tonight.
This doesn't surprise me. Ignatius going 2-3 zone. They were here the other night. Lorain struggled from the outside.
Devon Andrews with the reverse layup attempt off the pass from Barry. Leaves that one over top of everything. Quick out, and we're headed the other way. Barry's going to end up playing D on Wolford. He'll back way outside the arc again, near the sideline, right in front of the Lorain crowd. Out top and off to the left wing is Stover now. Looks inside. Comes across the top.
Ignatius running a little bit of a flex offense. You get down screens, you get back screens. Very patient offense.
Three ball, Kalish up top. That one a no-go. Rebound comes down. Devon Andrews gets it ahead. Tries to find Nas Bohannon. It's going to be picked off by Outcolt, but he's going to step on the sideline. It's going to stay with Lorain. 9-foot line extended here.
Titans need to get rid of that offensive, woes here a little bit. They're going to have to prove it from the outside against this 2-3 zone.
Bohannon playing catch with Williamson. He'll work off to the right side. Davier on the right wing. Well outside the arc. He'll get it back off the pass from Williamson. Works to the elbow, sends it outside. Nas Bohannon wants to go to work. Nothing going to be there for him against that zone defense. Davier sends it back out top. Williamson might have to fire one of those up. It'll be Bohannon off the left wing. That one no good. Big rebound pulled down by Barry. He's going to be knocked out of bounds underneath. Good active hands. Jalen McDonald knock it out for Iggy's.
Inbound under for the Titans, but you can see what Ignatius is doing here, and that's from, just scouting a little bit. They'll get up on Davier Andrews when he has the ball outside, but everybody else, they're backing off.
Pass comes inside. That one is a no-go for Devin Andrews. Nas Bohannon gets it and one.
That's one way to fight that zone, is just stay on the offensive glass. We always talk about how tough it is to box out there. Credit Bohannon going up and getting it.
Stover whistled for the foul. That'll be the junior's first foul, first team foul as well. Bohannon at the line with an opportunity to tie it up on the old-fashioned three-point play.
This is going to be fun.
All night long. Free throw well short. Rebound's going to come down. Outlet pass goes the other way. None of the Titans are back. It's going to be a layup. They'll miss the first layup.
Oh, man.
Somehow. And putting that in is Devin Stover gets the cheap one. 5-3. Going the other way. It's going to go out of bounds. We're going to say it went out of bounds off of Iggy's. There was a player over there, and I think Davier tried to bounce it off of his knee.
Boy, and that's just...
The official made a problem. His initial call was off the knee of the Iggy's player, but he was pointing in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
It'll be Lorain high ball, foul line extended.
So we got it figured out, but Lorain can't be giving up those easy transition baskets.
Davier Andrews, 3-ball left wing, got it.
That's what they need. That's what they need. He looked like he struggled the other night, Don. Davier Andrews. At that time, that was nice to see. Catch and shoot and drill it.
Almost a turnover. It's going to be a travel out top. There's that pressure defense from the Titans. We've seen it all year long.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, you know, you can see the contrast in styles of the teams. Ignatius is going to come back in that 2-3 zone, and Lorain going to press all over the floor.
30-second timeout comes off the Iggy's bench. They want to talk things over, just based primarily on that defense. I want to remind you, you can check this game out later if you like. All of our broadcasts are simulcast and archived online at loraincounty.com. So just plug that into your browser, add the /WDLW. You can check out the archive file, loraincounty.com. It's all about Lorain County. It's all about you. You can also check out the video version on our partners tonight, WLCS TV 20.
Well, Coach O'Toole getting that quick 30-second timeout. I think you're exactly right, Don, is you can't float passes against this Titan pressure. They're too athletic that you float a pass, you're going to put your teammate in trouble, and that's exactly what happened. Titans with a chance to take the lead.
Tied at 5 with 5:19 left in the first quarter. There's that 2-3 zone. They're going to sit with it. 3 guys with at least a foot in the paint. I would imagine a better part of the evening. To the baseline, Devon Andrews wants to look through the middle. Nobody there. He'll go high pass out to the wing. Try to work it down to Barry from Williamson, and knocked out of bounds by Devin Stover, and Barry reaches over and says, hey, good play.
Well, and he also wanted a bounce pass there because they were going to try to get Barry to the baseline and dive Bohannon into the basket, but Ignatius, didn't let it happen.
Titans with the ball, and Iggy's going to step into a man defense off the inbounds play. Devon Andrews sends it off to the left side. Davier right back to Devon into a triple team. Mishandles the ball. It's going to be down on the ground. It's going to be wrapped up.
Careful.
Jump ball is the call, and alternate possession is going to stay with the Titans.
Boy, and
you're right.
Devon had to be careful there. He could have got called for reaching over the top. It would have been a second foul, but instead Lorain going to keep possession.
Devon will handle the inbounds play. It's hot in here. You see him wiping the sweat off of his face. Davier outside the left arc. Sends it across. Williamson kind of cavalier about catching that ball. Gets it with one hand. Bohannon across the top. Sends it outside. Williamson might have traveled. It'll be Barry with a 15-footer off the left elbow. Got it.
Good looking rise up and shot by Rashad Barry. Titans back into this full court pressure.
Eds will handle it. They're heading up court into the lane that time. Wolford leaves the shot a little bit long. Rebound comes down to the Titans. They've got a 3-on-2 fast break. Everybody up on their feet. Will be a 15-foot jumper. That one's a no-go. Tipped by Devon Andrews. Rolls in. They're going to wave it off, saying he went over the back.
Yeah, and that's going to be his second foul, Don.
That's a big deal. Lorain High fans really not liking that.
Yeah, but I tell you, he made contact. I mean, he went up and got his hand on the ball, but he did make contact with his chest. And they're going to have to sit him down for a little bit here, that second foul.
Shane Smith will come in. What Smith does bring you, though, he brings you pretty good defense,
yeah.
But he brings you that outside shot.
Yeah, different type of player, obviously. I mean, he's no Devon Andrews, but he can shoot it a little bit better from the outside.
Jimmy Berger will get a touch on the ball. He's just into the ball game. He's going to end up committing the turnover. Barry at the top finds Bohannon. Bohannon tries to go up, has the ball poked away. It's still loose. Who's going to come up with it? It'll be Iggy's. No, ball rolls out of bounds. Who's going to go out of bounds off of? Officials pointing at the sideline. Which way you're going to point? It'll be Lorain ball. So many bodies between us and the sideline. I'm guessing if I'm doing anything.
Yeah, you just got to wait for the official because you can't see it. On the sideline, on our side is obsolete as everybody on this side in the crowd is standing up.
This would be the Lorain side of things.
So we are standing up.
and tiptoes.
Since I'm Italian and vertically challenged to begin with. It's not helped me a whole lot.
I wouldn't go in there. Davis into the ball game, by the way. Fakes the 3-ball down here. Andrews, left side, 3-ball, in and out. No. Nice rebound by Bohannon. Goes up and one.
Yeah, man-sized post play right there by Bohannon. Going up, grabbing it. Strong. And I love what he did. He used that dribble and never come above his knees with that dribble to get to the other side of the basket, explode up, finish, draw the foul.
Matthew Davitt, the 6'6" sophomore, is going to be whistled for the foul. Subs coming back into the ball game. Here comes more height. Anthony Smothers comes into the ball game, 6'7" off the bench.
Yeah, and I like this lineup. I mean, you're getting Smothers in there, but you still got, you got 3 shooters on the floor right now for Lorain.
Bohannon will miss the free throw. Here comes Iggy's going the other way off the defensive rebound at the other end. With the ball is Nieto. He's one of those three-point guys, and you're going to get some contact underneath. Actually, no, you're going to get something on the court. I don't know if it's tape or what have you. It's coming off of somebody's person, so they'll stop play to make sure everybody's safe. 3:44 left in the first quarter, 9-5 in favor of the Titans.
The Titan pressure right now has been very good. They're bothering Ignatius with this pressure. And that's what they need to do, because Ignatius will try to run a lot of different sets at you. You want to pressure that as much as possible. Don't let them do what they want to do.
Berger works off to the right side with the ball now with Stover outside the arc. Shane Smith's going to D him up. He'll back away from the pressure. 5 count starts. They'll send it off to the left side. High dribble is going to be called way, way over the top. Kept his hand on top, but the ball went over his shoulder.
Well, and that's the thing on that. We saw that earlier today over at the Vermillion game, and it didn't get called. But that time it was called for, carrying the basketball, turnover to the Titans.
Shane Smith will bring the ball up, bounce pass to the left side. Davis thought about the 3-ball, takes the drive. Shovel pass inside. Bohannon can't handle it. Fast break going the other way. With the ball's Berger. On the right wing, tries to get it back out top. Stover there. He's going to spot the 3-ball off the back of the rim. No. A lot of white jerseys, one blue jersey. Matthew Davitt pulls it down and puts it back for his first points of the ball game.
Yeah, nice putback by Davitt there. Thought Lorain was going to come away with that. Instead, Ignatius cut it to 2.
Javier Andrews' 3-ball goes up, whistles toot, wiping off the shot, and the foul's going to be called on Ignatius well off the ball.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Davitt for grabbing Smothers.
I think they got Stover.
Oh, they got Stover.
Yeah, that'll be his second.
That is a big call. They did. You're right. They got Stover. I think he was grabbing and Anthony Smothers there as that shot went up.
Wolford will come into the ball game for him. Davis gets the inbounds pass. Nice step around defensively there for Alcolt. He's going to lead the fast break. Gets cut off at the rim, but ends up taking it in himself. Alcolt, his first basket of the ball game, ties it at 9 with 2:44 left.
Well, I'll tell you, Alcolt is very, very energetic, quick there defensively.
Wise to let that defender run by him and still focus on the rim. Davis with the ball outside right side. Back out top, Shane Smith. Davis spots the 3-ball, launches it back of the rim. No, rebound tipped around. It's going to be controlled by St. Ignatius. Here comes Nieto on the fast break. Has guys on either side. Sends it into the water cooler at the end of the Lorain bench.
Coach O'Toole is applauding that, though, because the Ignatius got out in transition and had numbers. They had a 3-on-2, threw the pass away, but it was one of those aggressive turnovers.
Jamar Ross comes into the ballgame. One of the interesting little aspects here, Lorain carrying 9 guys on the roster. Ignatius through the regular season carrying 18.
Yeah, this is different. Here's a trap here out of the 2-3. Good
Davis
move.
Wasn't looking for it, steps through it, drops it off to the left side, down to the baseline now. And cutting through the lane with the shot underneath is good.
Great job by Davis. That trap was a good one. He was able to step through that thing, got it to Smothers, who got it on the cut. Titans up 2.
1-2-2 press now with the ball out top as Berger wants to go between his legs a couple times in front of Davis. Not going to help him out too much. To the right side now with Wolford. Davis hawking him. He'll work to the top of the key into the lane. Flip up a shot with the left hand. Rebound tipped around. And there is Davitt again.
I'll tell you, Ignatius is hurting the Titans on the boards now. That's 2 putbacks in the last 3 possessions.
Minute 35 left in the first quarter. Tied at 11. Titans with the ball on their offensive end. At the top is Davis. Hesitates there, sends it outside. Smith, not even thinking about that 3-ball. Anthony Smothers posting up high, not going to be there. Jamar Ross back out top Davis. One dribble, then sends it left side. Ross, 3-ball up in the air, got it.
And that's what they need against that zone. Ross has done it for him all year, as has Davis, but those guys working well together.
14-11 now in favor of the Titans, just over a minute left.
1-3-1 look by Lorain.
Berger drops to the right side, 3-ball. Wolford got it to answer.
This Wolford, first time we had a chance to see him, this kid can shoot it.
Fast break going the other way. Ross with the ball on the left wing for the Titans. And they get down the court almost fast break style off the basket. 3-ball at the other end. That one's in and out. No, tip is not good underneath that time for Bohannon.
Wide
fast break
open.
going the other way. Out cold at the other end. Gets chased down and fouled. Ross can't believe that he's whistled for it. Probably not too bad a call.
Well, I tell you, bad break that time for the Titans. Is that tip by Bohannon looked like it was going down and ends up rolling out. Ignatius able to get the run out. Breakaway almost for out call. Great hustle by Ross. Got the foul though, but Ignatius going to have a chance at the free throw line here to take the lead.
Out Colt with a single basket in the ball game. He averages 2 points a ball game. He's already there, 2.1 actually. He broke his average early on in this one.
Alcott's giving him a lot of energy coming off the bench here.
Barry will come back into the ball game. Davier Andrews back into the ball game as well. So you've got the two of them along with Davis, Ross, and Smith.
This is a little bit different lineup for Lorain out there, Don. You know, you got one post and Barry, and you got 4 guards, and it's not a bad idea against this 2-3. But where you got to make up for that is on the boards. Rashad Barry is going to have to be doing a lot of rebounding.
Subs come in here for Ignatius onto the court. McDonald comes back in. Also on the court, Tim Kiefer, a 6'4" junior.
Ignatius going to press the Titans here a little bit. And you know, with Devon Andrews off the floor, takes away a pretty good ball handler.
Davis will get it inbounds. He'll be met at midcourt, avoids the first defender, steps up, thought about the 3-ball, at least showed it. Davier Andrews left side, 12-footer, got it.
Boy, tough shot against pressure, hand in his face, but Davier Andrews drills it.
Another quick pass midcourt. This is one of the things that hurt the Titans the other night. Wolford misses the 3-ball. Rebound comes down to Davier. They'll send it to the right side. Shane Smith works to the rim, goes up, gets knocked down. He'll go to the line.
Good job by Shane Smith. As he was coming down, it was almost like a 2-on-2, and he had Rashad Berry on the backside. Rashad wanted that lob. He wanted to throw one down, but really Smith didn't have the angle. Instead, takes it to the rack, draws the foul.
Kiefer called for it. That'll be his first, team 4th on Ignatius. At the line here for 2 is Shane Smith. 4 points a ball game. Tied at 16 with 15 seconds left in the quarter. First one, front of the rim, backboard and in. Smith now with 3 in the ball game, and Eddie Williamson will come back into the ball game. Davier will sit down. Interesting. This is a defensive switch here with 15 seconds left.
Well, it's also going to give Davier Andrews a little bit more break as we head into that timeout, so a little bit more rest. And like you said, Don, already you can tell it is hot in here tonight.
It is. Second free throw miss will be taken away by Smith, and a foul called from behind. Oh, they're going to call that on Ignatius. I'm not sure how they called that on anybody, to be honest with you. They're going to call Berger for it. That'll be the team 5th foul on St. Ignatius. That's going to bring Davier right back in.
Yeah, he didn't get much of a rest because they're going to make that offensive switch and instead going to give a little bit of a break to Kevin Davis. And here comes Devon Andrews. And you know you're telling him, nothing crazy, man. Don't get a charge.
You got 13.6 seconds. Look for a shot. That's basically it. A little bit better than we saw him do earlier. They're going to stay on their offensive end. Backside lob that time. They tried to find Barry. Ball's on the ground. Jumping on it is Smith. Alternate possession is going to go Iggy's way with 6.8 seconds. Boy, you got not much out of that offensive possession.
No. And the problem, you can throw that lob against teams that really aren't that good defensively. That's not Ignatius. They're going to have guys in on that help side all the time. It's going to be real tough to execute a lob against them.
That's a program issue. It goes back to your point earlier.
Right. I mean, they're not going to get beat on lob passes.
Tim Kiefer's going to handle the inbound duty here for Iggy's. Titans will back up. That's going to be a travel. Ball comes away. Barry with it, top of the key, left side. Davier Andrews, 3-ball to cap off the quarter is going to come off the front of the rim. The Titans are going to stay with a 1-point lead, 17-16 at the end of the first frame. We're going to take a break. When we come back, second quarter action on the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network and WLCS TV 20.
Which of the angles on the board are the one from the quiz on Friday? Jaden?
Research shows more and more 12 to 15-year-olds have arteries similar to that of a 45-year-old. But it doesn't have to be that way. Don't let your children grow up too fast. Encourage them to act their age through regular exercise and healthy eating.
Is magic really magic? If a deal is too good to be true, well, don't be fooled. There is no magic. Credit Max Auto has a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
Lorain, to their credit, though, they look a lot more comfortable against this 2-3 zone than they looked against Brunswick the other night.
A couple of walkthroughs will do good things for you, and I'm sure that they spent some time on that, as well as D'ing up the press break. Titans will have the ball to start things off here in the second quarter. Williamson will run the point. Davier Andrews on the left wing. He's going to slice through. Devon Andrews right wing.
Yeah, trapping that first pass, Ignatius.
Davier, 3-ball, right baseline, off the rim, no good. Rebound's going to come down. That'll be in the hands of McDonald. He'll get it off quickly. That'll be Kalish. Across the timeline, working to the right side, goes between his legs, flips it back to McDonald on the left side, then to the left wing, and Devin Stover, rather. Hopping out now will be Wolford. He's hit some really long 3-balls and looked good doing it.
You can't leave him at all, Wolford. He has shown he's the real deal.
Travel's going to be called out on the edge that time. Kalish tried to step through and buy the defense from Williamson, and he said he shuffled.
I guess he's saying that he dragged that back foot. I didn't see it, but I really can't see that on the sideline, Don.
Williamson pushes the ball up across midcourt, gets it back on the left wing now. Nice pass into the lane. Berry finds Devon and puts it in.
Great look by Rashad Berry, and that's what you do against that zone, especially with a couple 6'5" kids. Go to the baseline and then attack the rim.
It was Andrews' first basket for the ball game. 19-16 now in favor of the Titans. Ignatius with the ball on their offensive side. Jalen McDonald works to the right elbow, spins into the lane. Help defense not going to be there. Rolls it across the rim.
Great move. Great move.
Going the other way very quickly. Long cross-court pass. Davier Andrews outside the wing, left side. Drops to the baseline. That'll be a 15-footer from Berry. High bounce off the rim. Ball on the ground to be picked up by Wolford. And then a travel's going to be called underneath. Boy, that defense from the Titans is just so intense.
Well, both Berry and Bohannon went right after the rebounder and pressured him. And he was a little bit off balance, and he ended up dragging that pivot foot. Another turnover.
Williamson lobs it right back into Devon, wants to go up, has that one set going the other way. Rebound's going to be to Iggy's, and then a late call. You know, the contact on the rebound was more significant than the bump at the free throw line.
Yeah, and, you know, that just doesn't look good. I mean, I think it was a proper call, but I don't know why it was so late.
That's what I heard you talking about in your game earlier tonight.
I mean, it was very similar. You know, seeing that, it's like, yeah, maybe, I don't know if he thought someone else was going to call it. I mean, it was the right call, but when it takes that long, that's when you get in a little bit of concern.
Kalish making room, coming up court, goes to Nieto. Drops it off to Stover, now off to the right side. They'll send it back outside. Kalish trying to go to work. Works into the lane, stops and pops that. Oh, boy,
baby.
That's going to be out of bounds. Boy, big slam attempt underneath. That would have been impressive by, I'm going to say that was Stover, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kalish went on a nice drive, couldn't get it to fall, and Stover went for almost the jam slam off the bounce, but he didn't finish.
Devon Andrews goes to the rack. That one's a no-go. Nas Bohannon tried to push it out. It's going to go out of bounds off the Titans. You had two of them mixed up together. Davier and Eddie Williamson got tangled up and ends up going out of bounds off the white guy, the guys in white, rather.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, man. We're seeing some athletes tonight.
Yes, we are.
I mean, from both sides of the floor. We've got some people, got some hops out there.
19-18 in favor of the Titans. With the ball out top, Berger comes across the timeline, just being hawked by Williamson.
5 seconds.
Boy, I tell you what, they're still looking for the 5 seconds. He's still there. Ball pops way out top. That'll be McDonald.
That one. Eddie Williamson earned a 5-second call, but didn't get it.
Maybe 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 seconds. He was out there for a while. Kalish with the ball, burning some time. Outside the arc, spot the 3-ball. Short arms that one. Rebound's going to end up right back in the hands of Dylan Nieto, and he'll put it up for his first basket of the ball game. Quickly the other way. Devon had the ball poked out from behind. Berger's going to be there to take care of that.
I don't care how athletic you are. You still got to put bodies on people, and nobody put a body on Nieto. Easy putback for him.
Iggy's with a 1-point lead, 20-19 with 5:26 left in the first half. Long pass comes out to Davier at the 9-foot line. Flips it off to Williamson. Davier will get it back. Thought about the 3. He'll spin to the elbow, then get it back off. Then work to the baseline. Nas Bohannon goes up. No dice on the shot. Ends up back in the hands of Barry. Puts up a soft 8-footer. Can't hit that one, a little bit too strong. Rebound comes down. That's going to be in the hands of Alcolt. And there's that pressure right off the rebound. That's some skills there. Kalish is going to go up court, beat the defense down court, goes to the block. He gets called for the offensive foul. Got him on the hook.
I don't know about that.
Well, you're not going to see a guard called for that. And here you go. You got 5 minutes left in this half. The Titans are going to be in the bonus.
Oh, Kalish, a nice drive to the basket, and they called him for kind of pushing off as he finished a layup with a nice finish. But I don't know. I mean, fortunate for the Titans.
Well, Rostatano just looked over at Nazbo Hannon and said, look, you go up strong. None of this falling away stuff.
Well, D1 district final, man, you ain't going to get bailed out. You're going to have to be a man down low.
Anthony Smothers has the ball poked away, gets it right back. He'll flip the pass out. It'll be knocked away by Berger. Fast break opportunity. Nazbo Hannon will try to play defense, but boy, the numbers just weren't in his favor. Layup is going to be for Wolford. That'll be his 8th point of the ball game.
I'll tell you, that, taking advantage of turnovers. Ignatius has done that a few times tonight.
22-19 with 4.5. The Iggy's crowd feeling it now. Being pumped up a little bit by Outcolt.
Double dribbled.
Williamson sends it outside. Nazbo Hannon goes long cross court. Davier there. Thought about the 3 ball. Wanted to take the baseline drive after that. Not going to be there for him. He's going to have to send it back out and reset. He'll get it right back. 3 ball launched. Right side. Got it.
Well, he's feeling it tonight, Davier Andrews. Nice job by Williamson going right back to him. It's a good thing to do against the zone, Don. Play catch with the guy a little bit, because that zone shifts every time it's passed.
Tied at 22. Boy, John Rossitano saying the ball came loose. Fast break opportunity. Devon Andrews gets it off Nazbo Hannon. Goes up. Boy, he gets knocked down after the shot. They're not going to whistle that one.
Yeah,
he gets the layup.
That should have been a foul.
Spinning at the other end. Nieto goes up. No. Smothers had the rebound temporarily. Ends up being knocked away into the hands of Nazbo Hannon. Foul's going to be called on the floor. That'll be on Nieto, and we'll head the other way for free throws.
I'm telling you, man, this is some great stuff. Some great stuff. High school basketball at its finest right now.
Zero question about that. Evan Davis comes into the ball game for the Titans. Up off the bench for Ignatius will be Matthew Davitt, who's got 4 points in the ball game. He's played a big role when he was in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's taking the spot of Draymond Jones, and that's a big spot to have to fill. But he did a nice job the other night against Strongsville. And he's a big kid, man, for a sophomore.
Yeah,
6'6". He's all a 6'6".
Nazbo Hannon at the line. He's got the 1-and-1. Pass coming out to him. Almost went by him. He'll settle in, put up the free throw, knock it down. Sophomore's got 7. One more coming his way. We're on the court right now. I think you've got everybody in this in a white jersey is coming back next year. That's something good to think about. Ball tipped out of bounds. Smothers got up, just couldn't grab it away from Davitt. Ends up putting it out of bounds. Titans will have the opportunity to play some more of that full court press defense now. Berger gives up the dribble.
Yeah, it's like a 1-2-2 look for Lorain. About half-court trap coming.
Berger works
hands
the
up.
right side. Wolford kicks it back out. Now they're going to try to match up man. Somebody's not got somebody. Now they'll settle through and figure it out. Outside it'll go. Baseline drive. Shot no. Block's going to be underneath.
Yeah.
And they're going to count the basket. Foul's going to be called on Shane Smith. Taking it to the rack that time very nicely was Nieto. He's got his second basket of the night. Smith, his first foul, team foul number 5 for Lorain.
Real good drive by Nieto off the baseline there. And Smith trying to take that charge, but he was late. Good call by the official. Nieto a chance for a 3-point play.
An opportunity to tie this one up if he hits it, and he does at 25. He's got 5 points. We're going to head the other way. This was just going back and forth. Javier Andrews almost got in a collision with the official coming down to call the play. Shane Smith outside the arc on the right wing. Sends it all the way across. Javier sends it to the baseline. Davis, pump fake there. He'll pump fake it almost every time he gets a touch on it. Drops to the baseline. Smothers spots for 15. That one no. Rebound tipped around. Nazbo Hannon will get it. Put it right back up and in.
Nazbo Hannon just working, just doing work on the backside.
9 points in the ball game. And stepping inbounds. Boy, we saw this earlier in the year. Michael Outcolt's going to argue with the official. The official said, no, you stepped across the line, young man. It'll be a Lorain ball. Titans with a 2-point lead, 27-25.
He doesn't have a lot of room down there.
That's true.
I mean, that's where the I mean, this place is just packed. There's people all over the place, and that's normally the Midview student section, so there's not a lot of room there to begin with.
Devon Andrews to fire the inbounds pass just into the ball game. Finds Davis. He wants the ball back along the baseline on the left side of the offense. Not going to be there for him. Davis is going to take it in himself, wraps it around, tries to find Barry. He'll end up in the hands of Bohannon. He'll work across, sends it outside. Smith, arcing three ball, misses everything. Barry there for the rebound, rolls it over the front of the rim and in. He's 4th point of the ball game.
Titans hurting them right now on the offensive glass, and they stepped out of bounds again.
Just not paying attention to the ball. Nieto watched it bounce off of his hands and out of bounds. That'll get a nice reaction from Coach Mitch Gillen. Gets out there and he's pumping up the Titans.
Sean O'Toole is giving the official an earful. Now, I'm not sure if he's, I think it's from the previous call.
Probably. 4-point lead for the Titans, 29-25 with just under 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Davis with the ball, just walks up court casually. Javier Andrews set to come in at the next stoppage
Ignatius
of play.
staying in there 2-3.
Davis again with that pump fake, sends it out top. Smith gets it right back to him. Davis is going to have to let loose with one of those at some point. Pass goes to Devon, has to take it out the hands of several different players, throws it up to keep from traveling. Rebound comes down to Nieto. He'll mishandle the ball, and that is what Sean O'Toole was working for when he was talking to the officials. Not that it wasn't a foul.
No.
But you got the call. That'll be on Nas Bohannon. That'll be his second, team foul number 6. So we're shooting for the final 2 minutes and 5 seconds of this one. O'Toole will hold up the game until he gets the sub that he wants in. Jalen McDonald will step in and he'll handle the inbounds play. Immediately in front of him is Berger. He'll get the ball. Davis will just check him. Just token pressure. He's got to get across the timeline sometime. Left side goes to McDonald. They'll send it back to the right. Berger outside the arc, back out top. Wolford now getting no room at all. Works into the lane, floats one up from about 12 feet and in.
Yeah, it had been great defense by Javier Andrews. They tried to run Wolford off a double screen up high. Couldn't get there, but he's able to finish off of one dribble.
Javier, 3-ball, right side, got it.
Well, he's feeling it tonight. He's really just shooting and drilling tonight, Javier Andrews.
32-27 in favor of the Titans with 1.5 minutes left. Titans press picking up just a little bit. Wolford well outside the arc. He's going to go long cross-court pass. Nieto spots the 3-ball, left baseline. Smith there for the rebound. Gets it out quickly. Nas Bohannon skips to the free throw line. Forces up a 17-footer. Front of the rim, no. Rebound comes down to Berger. Long pass goes to Nieto on the other side of the court. Coming on the left side. Hawk from behind. Davis catches him at the lane. Rolls in. Forces up a shot. That one, no. Gets his own rebound. Sends it way out top. Berger now with the ball to the elbow. Drops it off, and there's a foul underneath. Tell you what, not a bad play. Jalen McDonald had bad intentions, and Davis just wasn't going to let him go at the rack hard.
But I'll tell you, Nieto's another one. He's come off the bench at 6'3". He's made a lot of good things happen for Ignatius. I mean, you know, they're just seems like they're 6'2", 6'3", and then throw in a 6'6" across there. They've got some size on Lorain, which, again, haven't seen that a lot this year.
Right. McDonald hits the first one. Back into the ball game, Kyle Kalish, the point guard, which will the subbing here is intense, going back and forth. Each coach reacting to what the other one's doing.
Yeah, you got a good chess match going on, and you also, you know, we're sitting with just 59.4 left in the half. So if you're Lorain, this possession, you might try to hold it as much as you can to get a good look against this 2-3. You got some shooters out there now.
McDonald at the line. Misses that one.
Oh, you can't do that.
Boy. Rebound comes out to St. Ignatius. It'll go right back. High off the glass that time. It's a no-go for McDonald. Rebound comes down. Boy, Barry was thinking he wanted to find Ross down at the other end. Ends up airmailing it, I mean, almost out of the gym.
Yeah, Rashad needed, I mean, he did such a great job challenging that shot by Ignatius, and he was the one that came up with the rebound, but there he just needs to get it to a guard and then keep running the floor.
I'm not going to even pretend to keep up with all the subs here because they keep coming in and out. Williamson, Javier, Shane Smith.
You better know where Wolford is.
Yeah, good point.
Lorain.
Nas Bohannon and Rashad Berry. With the ball, working up court is Berger, and he's going to get called for the charge. Well done by Williamson, coming off the screen set by Kiefer.
And you're right, Don. What Eddie Williamson did, that screen was coming, clear down 75 feet from the basket, but he skinnied up. He skinnied up and got his hip through that, and the Ignatius screener threw his hip into Williamson. Great defense by Eddie Williamson.
Ross comes into the ball game for the Titans as well. That'll be an offensive foul, so there will be no shots here. 44.6 seconds left in the half. 32-28 in favor of the Titans. Williamson will get it across the timeline.
And we'll see. Is Ignatius there? They're going to come trap it. They're not going to let Lorain just sit out there.
Across the top, Ross takes a look at the three ball just to make the defense react. It's not going to be there. Now Iggy's will sit back.
Sit a little bit.
30-29, 28 seconds left in the first half. Williamson just waiting, looking underneath.
But this is where the
Titans, and Bohannon.
Let's see if they're, they need to go a little quicker than they went the other night. They need to get all 5 guys involved. Here comes Ignatius picking them up man-to-man now.
15-14, Williamson with the ball, working away from pressure from Taylor.
Gotta go.
Down to 9, 8. Still with the ball between his legs, spins away from pressure, drops it to the baseline. 3 ball by Barry, misses everything. Ball's going to go out of bounds with, it should be almost 2 seconds on the clock.
But again, that's just not good execution in the last second.
They're not going to put any more time back on. It'll be Lorain ball here off the inbounds. It'll be Jamar Ross to handle the inbounds, gets it in. Javier fires up a 3 ball, well off balance and well off the mark. A 4-point lead for the Titans at the end of the first half, 32-28.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
You cannot stop a tornado. You cannot shift its direction. A tornado is a force of nature, but so are you. If you find yourself in a path of severe weather, there's plenty you can do to protect yourself and your family. Immediately go to shelter, and then with a text, a status update, or a tweet, you can alert your social network about the coming threat. Visit noaa.gov/WRN to learn how you can be a force of nature in the face of severe weather. Send a message. Save a life. Be a force of nature.
Ian Ralston was a combat medic who was injured in Iraq. When I met Ian, I knew we had to help him get his housing grant, an auto grant, and every benefit to live as normal a life as possible. And we did.
PVA has helped hundreds of thousands of veterans get the care and benefits they've earned.
My name is Jason Stevenson, and I work for Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Paralyzed Veterans of America, changing lives, building futures.
Why do you let car dealers treat you like you're stupid? Just because you've had credit problems doesn't mean you're stupid. Credit Max Auto treats you with dignity and respect. We have a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
Welcome back to Grafton, Midview High School. Don Vincent along with the coach Jim Baker as we get some third quarter action. You kind of hit some on some key points, Coach, as we were wrapping up the halftime show. Touch on them one more time. What do the Titans need to do?
I think the Titans got to just keep doing what they're doing defensively. Keep that defensive pressure on Ignatius. That they've caused. Obviously, we talked about the number of turnovers. Rebound the basketball. If you can get them one and done, and run the floor yourselves, Lorain, then that's going to be your ticket to the Sweet 16.
All right, alternate possession puts the ball in the hands of Ignatius to start things off. The Titan fans get up on their feet to start things. Nas Bohannon is the emotional leader of this squad. 8 minutes up on the clock. And the officials are going to wait for people to finish filing in.
That could be a while. If they're going to wait for all the people to get back in here, because
they're going to have to get it running here at some point.
Well, if somebody wants to make some money, they can build a gym,
a big one,
a big gym, and just host a lot of tournaments.
There you go. Outcalt will get the ball in. Kalish will have the ball to start things off. Man defense by the Titans. No surprise there. Kalish pounding the ball. Looking at that offense, had McDonald up on the elbow. He'll send it all the way across. Stover wants to go to work. Ends up turning the ball over. Davier Andrews comes up with it. He's going to push up court. Leaves it outside. Eddie Williamson thought about the three, kicks it all the way across. Devon into the lane off the glass.
Yeah,
and in.
Great take. A Division I athlete move right there by Devon Andrews, avoiding contact and finishing.
Down at the other end, Stover's going to make an equally good move. Tip is a no-go. Rebound comes down. Outlet pass goes to Bohannon outside the arc now. Davier wants to go to work. Floats into the lane. Misses the shot. Ball comes. Long rebound. Kalish just wants to push down court. Wisely stops at the wing. Works his way into the lane. That one a no-go. Long outlet pass. Nicely defended out near midcourt that time by Alcolt. Devon Andrews wanted the ball a little bit higher and a little bit longer.
Yeah, they were trying to get a run out. Lorain, well, Kalish did a really nice job. He's feisty. He got inside there but just wasn't able to finish. And Lorain was going to try to go throw over the top. Good D by Ignatius, but Lorain keeps possession.
Williamson will run the offense from the top. He's going to bring Devon across. They'll go to Davier on the left wing now. A lot of these plays for the Titans start well outside the free throw line.
They go with their curl offense, and I like it when they run that.
Good passing. They'll find Bohannon on the left block. He'll turn and spot one from about 5. Tips the rebound back to himself, off the glass and in. He's got 11.
Yeah, great job, Bohannon, just staying with it again. 6'5", playing like he's 6'5". Williamson.
Going down court, boy, sliding with the ball was one of the Iggy's players. It'll end up in the hands of Wolford. He'll spot the shot. He's got a dozen. We're going the other way. Davier Andrews at the top, works into the lane, forces a shot up, gets it from about 12 feet. He's got 13.
Titan basketball right there, up and down the floor.
That's what they'll do to you all night long if you let them. McDonald will get it between the circles, send it back out top. Now Kalish will run the offense. He looks over at Coach Sean O'Toole, gets the set with 6 minutes. It's 38-30 in favor of the Titans. Bump that lead out a little bit, but don't get too comfortable with that. Kalish goes to the right wing. Wolford back out top. Stover. Alcolt, couple dribbles from in between the circles to the right elbow, sends it outside. Kalish, 3-ball, got it.
Oh, Kalish, you got a little bit of swagger there at 5'8", you know, but credit him. He wanted that 3 and drilled it.
Davier works to the top of the key. Gets it off to Bohannon. Now Devon Andrews right back. They'll scoop it underneath. Boy, I tell you what, almost a spectacular play. Kalish got a hand at the ball was going to Barry. He would have rammed that one home.
Yeah, Bohannon trying to get it to Barry, but Kalish again getting involved there defensively.
Titans need to get somebody to go over and inbound to play, and Iggy's boys don't want to let Devon over there to go do that.
That'd be a good way to defend that inbounds. They'll let him inbound it.
Long outlet pass finds Davier. He'll work to the block on the left side. Made contact, goes off the glass and got it.
Boy,
he's got 15.
Let a lot of contact go there.
Yeah,
I thought the whistle was going to blow, but nice finish.
Alcolt with the ball. He'll just walk up court. Naz Bohannon will D him up behind the 9-foot line. He'll put the ball on the ground, tries to step underneath. Has a shot blocked.
Barry got fouled.
Got knocked down.
Barry got killed.
Going to go the other way. A two-handed jam down at the other end by McDonald before Barry could get back up, and he's slow to get up now, and that's going to bring a timeout off the court. A 30-second timeout, I believe, is coming from St. Ignatius. That'll be their second 30-second timeout. A reminder, you can check this game out later if you like. All of our basketball broadcasts are simulcast and archived online at LorainCounty.com. You want to check out the archive, add the / WDLW. We'll be right there for you. LorainCounty.com. It's all about Lorain County. It's all about you. Also, check out the video version of this with our partner tonight, WLCS TV 20. Good to be working with Joe Bach one more time.
Well, that was a tough break for Lorain, Don. He had great defense, especially by Barry. And when Barry went, he got the rebound. When he went to outlet, I mean, he got hit across the arm and actually went to the floor. Pass had nothing on it because of that. Ignatius grabs it. I believe, who was that, Stover?
It was.
Or was that McDonald?
No, it was McDonald. I'm sorry.
It was McDonald. McDonald grabbed it, went up and threw it down, but a tough break for the Titans that time.
Ignatius getting after a little bit here, full court defense-wise. Bohannon will bring it up across midcourt just because he's not going to be checked out there. Davier Andrews fakes the pass, then works to the left wing. Waits for Bohannon to clear out top. Drops to the baseline. That'll be the big guy, Barry. Leaves it off for Devon Andrews. Works off a couple screens. Takes it along the baseline. Can't hit that. Bohannon there for the putback. He's got 13 tonight.
And a lot of that coming from putback. But here's Ignatius.
Here we go the other way. Off the inbounds. One quick pass. Wolford gets the cheap shot down at the other end. Barry, even though he says he went vertical, the contact was there, and he'll be whistled for it.
Well, you know, Ignatius, credit them, because as soon as that tip went from Bohannon, they were one pass to half court, and Wolford was gone to the basket. Not a lot of contact, but enough for the whistle to blow. Now Wolford with a conventional chance three-point play.
4.5 left in the third quarter, 42-37. At the line is going to be Wolford. He's got 14 points on the evening. Average is 13, so he's already well ahead of pace. Scoring is probably a little bit ahead of the pace that Iggy's is used to as well. Makes the free throw. He's got 15.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised at the scoring, but right now that's a case of neither team can really stop the other. They're having a hard time keeping each other off the boards.
Going to catch a score here in a little bit on the other game of import to this one. We'll check on that one here when we get a chance, maybe during a break. Davis into the game, works down court, gets it off to Devon. Top of the key. Naz Bohannon spins to the free throw line, off the pass. Rashad Berry wants to go to work, mishandles, turns and spins from 8 feet. That one no good. Foul's going to be whistled underneath, and it's either going to be on Bohannon or it's going to be on Berry. It's going to be Berry. That'll be his second, team foul number 2.
Well, credit to Ignatius freshman Davitt. He really played good defense on Berry, forced him into a tough shot there. Titans foul, trying to go get the offensive rebound.
42-38, 4-point difference with 4:09 left in the third quarter clock.
1-2-2 look for the Titans now, three-quarter court.
Trap just as the ball comes across midcourt, I would assume. Ball goes onto the wing. That'll be Stover there. Bounce pass to the baseline. With the ball there, Dylan Nieto.
We got a mismatch inside Ignatius with Davitt. Now they got it switched, Lorain did.
Javier switched off. Barry will take the big guy, Davitt, underneath. To the left wing, there's Nieto again. Outside Berger, drops it inside Davitt with the most awkward-looking hook I think I've ever seen. Rebound still bouncing around. It's going to be picked up by the Titans. Javier Andrews goes under one would-be defender. Out top, Naz Bohannon goes to the rack. Got it and won. There was contact but no call. 15 points here for the big guy. Timeout comes off the Titan bench. I believe it'll be a 30-second timeout, and it will.
Well, that was a good no call, in my opinion, Don, because you haven't been calling that all night. You've been allowing that type of contact to go, and there was a little bit of contact. Bohannon handled it, finished. Titans up 6 here.
Well, with 3:28 left in this third quarter, I mean, it was a 4-point difference at the end of the first half. 6 points now, just a little bit more than halfway through the quarter.
Yeah, but you know, Lorain had pushed that out to 38-30, and you start to get the feeling, oh man, here they go a little bit. It's just not going to happen tonight because I'm sorry, it's district final. You're not going to get comfortable in this basketball game. This basketball game, there's an eternity left with 3:28 left in the third quarter. What do you got there, partner?
This was about 20 minutes ago. I'll check for further updates. At the half, St. Ed's was over Berea Mid-Park 29-17.
Yeah, Berea trying to hold it obviously a little bit there because Ed's is just absolutely loaded this year.
Iggy's with the ball coming off the timeout in their offensive end. Stover sings it back out top. Out call, took a stroll.
Yeah, they want to travel.
Yeah, he took 2 steps backwards,
man.
and then the foul's going to be called on Davis.
Yeah, I mean, there was enough contact for the foul, but it came after I thought he traveled.
Second on Davis, team foul number 3. No fouls yet in this second half. Whistle against Ignatius. Inside will go Davitt, wants to post up, and that's a lot of body getting in there. And tip is going to be Stover, sending it out of bounds.
You know, good job by Smothers. He got caught behind, but at 6'7", he got himself as big as he could. Davitt at 6'6", was bothered by that defense. Lorain ball.
Here they come going the other way. Davis fakes the pass to Naz Bohannon. They're not going to let him get any more touches if they can help it. Javier Williams sends it outside. Davis, 3-ball, front of the rim. That one no good. And a foul's going to come underneath. It's going to stay with Lorain. Going to whistle that underneath. I think it's going to be on Nieto, and that was a very demonstrative call by the official.
Well, Naz Bohannon had another offensive rebound, Don. And Nieto grabbed him. He grabbed his arm and kept that arm down. Good officiating. Saw it, got the call. Titans inbound underneath.
Davis will handle it. He'll trigger for the Titans. And
now we got guys
underneath.
Guys are going to chest up over a 6-inch spot. Just it's okay, fellas. Stay away.
Nieto and Bohannon will be the guys that are kind of battling for position off the screen.
Illegal screen.
Yeah, Davis is trying to clear. He ends up hitting a 3-ball, but the foul's going to be whistled on Shane Smith. That's going to be his second, team foul number 4. Numbers are adding up here kind of quickly for Lorain in this second half.
Yeah, up to 4 personals. Ignatius only 1, but boy, it's just so important. Just stay there on that screen. Just do not move, and it's up to your partner on offense to run off you. Let him do his work.
Berger with the ball for Iggy's. Works all the way down to the blocks. Tries to force the pass inside. Taken away by Smith. He'll get it off to Davier. Bounce pass inside. Ball loose on the ground. It's going to be picked up. Going the other way is Wolford. Gets it forward. Drops it off to the left side. And getting spun around in midair was Devin Stover. I remember seeing Stover as a freshman, and I was impressed. Just as impressed now. He's going to go to the line for a couple. Foul's going to be whistled on Naz Bohannon. That's going to be his 3rd. That might be a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, that 3 there, that's a little bit scary having that 3 up, especially the way that Bohannon has been rebounding the basketball for the Titans on the offensive glass, and they are going to take him out here, I believe.
Yep.
Well, this is kind of nice. You can bring in a 6'5", probable All-Ohio player to spell him.
Exactly. So Devon Andrews will come into the ball game. 2.5 left in this third quarter. Second free throw by Stover is good. He's got 3 points in the evening, averaging about 10 points a ball game. Devon Andrews will work up court, finds Davis off the right side of the offense, works to the right elbow, sends it out. Davier almost traveled.
Yeah. Ignatius in this man now. Titans just need to keep running their offense.
A shot attempt by Davis, and then he's going to come back up court. Just looking to get up court, runs into the back of Davitt and gets whistled for a foul. That'll be his 3rd.
But another foul, Don. I mean, that's 5 team fouls on the Titans, and like you said, that's 6. So Ignatius shooting, and Ignatius is a very good free throw shooting team. So, yeah, that foul situation is a concern for sure.
Davis with 3, Bohannon with 3, Barry with 2, Devon Andrews with 2, Shane Smith with 2. A lot of fouls, and they're starting to add up. Berger sends it left side.
Illegal screen again.
That's going to be called on Davitt.
And I'm not sure what he did wrong, but Davitt doesn't think he did anything wrong. He was trying to set a screen. They were trying to run a flare cut off him. He was at the foul line. An official immediately called illegal. I didn't see it, but I'm not as close as that official is.
Everybody bodying up defensively. The officials keep pushing guys away. They'll step a half step away, and then they'll bounce right back at it. Williamson working up court.
The intensity here is what it should be.
Smith drops to the right baseline. Ross, 3-ball, side of the iron, no. Rebound comes out to Smothers, right into the hands of Berger. There's the foul out on the edge. That's going to be on Williamson. That's going to be his 1st, but we're going to go down to the free throw line now, which is the bigger deal.
Oh, Anthony Smothers, nice job on the backside with the offensive rebound. But then as he was just trying to throw it out to start offense again, bad pass. Ignatius got it. Heading up the floor, contact, and now Ignatius, we got minute 47 left, third quarter. They're in the 1-1 the rest of the ball game.
Barry will come back into the ball game with 1:47 left in this third quarter. 44-39. Not a lot of scoring here in this third quarter.
Basket gets a little bit smaller as the seconds tick off, trust me.
Berger, front end of the 1-1, got it. That'll be his 1st point of the ball game. 6'3" junior only averages about 3.5 points a ball game. 44-40 now. Berger will set for the second one. Pure as can be.
And here's the problem for the Titans. Besides that foul discrepancy, Ignatius how many times have they been here?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they are not going to panic. They're going to keep playing. They got it back to 1-possession game. They're not going to beat themselves. Lorain is going to have to knock them out.
Boy, high pass goes to Williamson, and he's going to get fouled. Boy, a touch foul there is going to be whistled on Berger.
But a consistent call, because that was a reach. I mean, and I'm glad, I always hated when they would let reaches go. So that's a good call by my estimation. Call that reach.
Smith will handle the inbounds duty. Rashad Berry immediately in front. Williamson will go back. and get it across midcourt. He'll put the drive on, sends it all the way outside, back out top. Smith finds Ross, thought about the three, Williamson.
Too unselfish that time.
Davier goes to the rack, gets hit. He's going to get called for the charge. Oh, boy. That's going to be his third.
Well, I just thought that the Titans passed up a couple opportunities there, and by overpassing, it ends up leading to an offensive foul, which is a turnover, and ball back to Ignatius.
Minute and a half left, 3-point difference now, 44-41 in favor of the Titans.
Well, that's the thing, Don. You get to this point, you got to want to take that shot.
Yeah.
I mean, and you
want to be the guy.
Yeah, and that sounds easy. Like, well, why wouldn't you be? Hey, not everybody's made out for that.
Out Colt with the ball.
Wide open.
Boy, all alone underneath. Boy, it could have been a travel call. No call underneath.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy, that's a bad call, too. They're going to give the ball back to Iggy's. Inside was Al Colt, and he just couldn't manage the
came wide
chippy.
open off his basket cut. Fortunately for the Titans, he missed the layup. Ignatius inbounds underneath.
Berger facing a 5-count, ball knocked down by Smith. And, boy, Al Colt does a nice job getting it and throwing it off the feet.
Yeah,
Shane Smith.
Another tough break for the Titans. Credit Outcalt for having some basketball sense, but Lorain got their hands on that inbounds. Outcalt was able to grab it, throw it off a Titan. Ignatius keeps the ball.
Berger will inbound. He'll have Wolford outside the arc. Wants to go to the drive, and you're going to get a foul called on Barry. If he'd have stood his ground, they might have got the charge, but he ended up kind of fading away to avoid the foul. It gets called for his third.
No, and you're exactly right, Don. I mean, he kind of swayed with that shoulder there. I mean, Wolford was coming, and if he'd have held his ground, I think the charge was coming, but instead, Ignatius at the foul line.
Wolford with 15 on the evening. Make it 16. And here's the tough part for the Titans, and you mentioned it. This is not a program that's going to tolerate guys missing free throws.
No, and they're going to make free throws, and the next foul by the Titans, they're going to be in the double bonus the rest of the game. I mean, 9 fouls on the Titans this quarter. Minute 6 left.
Both of those free throws good. Wolford's got 17. Sub coming into the ball game now is Jalen McDonald. Titans are going to have to remain aggressive but avoid making contact.
Well, they're going to have to snap out of this offensively here. The offense has become very stagnant. There's a hold.
Yeah, they're gonna get the point guard Kalish, and he just pretty much wrapped up Williamson. That'll be the 4th team foul.
Yeah, their face guard. Nobody on the inbounder here. Full court press by Ignatius. Face guard and everybody else.
Williamson will get the inbounds pass. Wanted to go by a double team. Ends up putting it off to Shane Smith. Smith will work up court. Sends it outside. Ross there with the ball near the foul line, the baseline rather. I'll get it right here.
But your 2 main offensive guns are on the bench right now.
Williamson wants to go to the rack. He's going to draw contact going up, and he'll go to the line for a couple.
Boy, and I'll tell you what, not a good foul by Ignatius, because Eddie was a little bit out of control there, and Ignatius almost bailed him out committing that foul.
Wolford is going to get whistled for it. That's going to be his first, team foul number 5. Fouls evening out somewhat here. Williamson helping the effort out. His first point of the ball game is good from the charity stripe. Makes it 45-43, 51 seconds left in the ball game. Couple subs come in here, I believe. Let me see, you got Stover, you've got Berger, Wolford, Kalish, and out called on the court here for Iggy. Second free throw is no. Boy, Ross does a nice job sneaking in and pulling that rebound out near mid-court, the free throw line rather. Ross sends it left side.
I think Ignatius wants to go 2-3 zone here. And that will allow Lorain to hold it if they want. They look like they maybe, I don't know if they're going to try to trap it, but 30 seconds left. Yeah, they are going to try to trap it now up top.
Williamson beats that, sends it out. Smith thought about the 3, finds Williamson back out top. Davier Andrews now with 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
22 for Ignatius is trapping out of the 2-3. 2 is just, they're going to sit in that 2-3, and Titan should get the last shot of the quarter.
Williamson with the ball pounding. 9, 8. You got to get moving here.
Yeah,
7, go. 6. Williamson still with the dribble. Sends it left side. Davier, 25-footer. No tip. And that will bring a close to the third quarter. It's a 2-point lead for the Titans. 45-43 over the St. Ignatius Wildcats. We're going to take a break. When we come back, fourth quarter action, district final action right here on the Cool Cat 1380, the Lorain County Sports Network and WLCS TV 20.
Veterans benefits earned through your service in the National Guard or Reserve can offer a range of support.
I wouldn't be here today as a successful woman without the help that I received.
From home loans to job training, go to benefits.va.gov/Guard Reserve to find out more, even how to apply online using eBenefits.
This is one of the best things I ever did in my life.
We were very fortunate to have these benefits, so we definitely ought to use them.
Achieve your next mission. Learn about your VA benefits today.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Have you ever bought a car and then realized you couldn't afford it? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. Don't be insane. At Credit Max Auto, you can get a really great car with a payment you can't afford. Visit us at creditmaxauto.com.
8 more minutes up on the clock. Here we go. 45-43. Lorain over St. Ignatius from Midview High School, side of the Division I district final. We're getting what we expected, Coach.
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, you know, you kind of thought coming in it was going to be like this, a slugfest, and that's what it has been. One possession ball game. Titans up 2. They're going to inbound it here, but 8 minutes, man, but I guarantee you that's going to be the longest 8 minutes on that clock for the Titans all year long here.
Titan fans up on their feet, and they'll have the ball to start things off
back
here.
in the 2-3, Don.
In the fourth quarter, Davier Andrews drops it down to Devon Andrews. Nas Bohannon at the top. Everybody available now in this district final. Boy, one of the Iggy's players got sent to the Pine.
Outcall went down.
3-ball launched off the baseline. Davier Andrews hit it. He's got 18.
Been real big tonight. Andrews just looking good shooting that 3.
He's got 18. Bohannon has 15. Down at the defensive end of things here for the Titans. Iggy's has the ball. Pump fake there by McDonald. Backs in, walked all over the place. There's the call from the opposite side of the court. You had 2 officials closer to make that call. Neither one of them blew the whistle.
That's all right, Don. That's why we have 3.
Titans with the ball now, working back on their offensive end. If they get a couple more baskets here unanswered, that would certainly make things a little bit more comfortable. Bohannon comes across the top, hands off Davier Andrews. Devon now spins toward the baseline. Nas Bohannon floats through the lane, little half hook, no. Rebound being tipped around, going to finally be picked up by Outcolt. He'll get it off to Kalish. Kalish wants to push, beating everybody down court, stops and pops from 14, floats that one up, in and out, back in.
Kalish he's a solid guard there, 5'8", getting there, almost like a little floater to finish.
Williamson with the ball, almost turned it over. Davier Andrews, another 3-ball back of the rim. Long rebound comes down to Kalish. Fast break opportunity, flips it forward. Outcolt going up. Thought about dunking it, ends up laying it in, but got it nonetheless. Good athletic play by him. He's got 6. We'll go the other way. Devon Andrews gets sandwiched in the middle of the lane, goes off of his knee, out of bounds. You got standing room only. Well, now we've got sitting room. You're about 3, maybe 4 rows deep on the floor at the end of the court.
Yeah, the Titans were trying to push back there in transition. That would have been a tough catch for Devon Andrews. Went off him, out of bounds. Ignatius going to inbound here with a chance to take the lead.
Jimmy Berger will work up court. Nas Bohannon will meet him at about the 9-foot line. 6.5 minutes left in the ball game. 48-47 in favor of the Titans. And you're going to get a foul called at the point of attack. They're going to call Nas Bohannon for knocking down Michael Outcall.
Man, that's his 4th foul.
It is. That's big.
And that's way away from the basket. I mean, he's out above the 3-point line.
I think he's going to come out of the ball game. Shane Smith's going to come in. He's going to send Iggy's to the line for 2.
6:25 left. I mean, the big dog's going to have to go sit down here.
Officials got together and discussed things a little bit, and they went over. Now one of them's going over to the table. I think they want to move some of the people.
No, they're making sure who's supposed to be shooting.
It should be Outcall. All right. Guess they went to the video replay. Should have called Joe Bach. He might have been able to help him out.
Looked like they were doing over there, but
opportunity to tie it, take a 1-point lead here for Outcall. He's got 6 in the evening. Free throw, no.
And rare misses for Ignatius. That's their first. Well, they're 6 for 8 this half and 10 for 12 on the ball game.
Shane Smith comes back into the ball game for Lorain. Dylan Nieto comes in for St. Ignatius. My nephew sent me a tweet, says, hey, that one's no relation to him.
Oh,
Same
okay.
last name, no relation. All right, we'll go with that. All right, Evan. Thanks for the tweets. Appreciate you listening in. Free throw, no. It'll be Smith there for the rebound. In fact, we appreciate everybody spending their evening with us. Great ball game here, 48-47 in favor of Lorain. Just over 6 minutes left in the ball game.
Tired of sitting.
Yeah, now we're going to be tiptoeing. Williamson sends it outside. Davier back out top. Smith to Williamson again on the left wing now as he went through. Davier, Shane Smith, high post there, goes to Devon. They'll swing it down to the baseline. Davier with the drive, goes up, gets a shot blocked.
Yeah, great ball movement.
And he'll go to the line for a couple here. Foul's going to be whistled on Dylan Nieto. That'll be his third, team foul number 6 on Iggy. So now everybody's shooting in the last 6 minutes of the ball game.
Well, the key on that zone defense or offense that time, they were able to get it to Devon Andrews at the foul line. He was able to quickly go wing to baseline, and Davier Andrews' baseline drive draws the foul.
Andrews free throw, got the first one. That'll help. He's got 19 in the ball game. Boy, what a job the junior is doing tonight. We talked honestly about his struggles last game. This game, it's nothing but. He's got 20 now.
He has come up big, without a doubt.
Here's another takeaway. Devon's got it. Fast break opportunity. Works to the block. Goes up with the shot. Got it!
My goodness.
Devon now with 6. What a clutch shot there. That'll make it 52-47. Here comes the Titan with more full court pressure. Kalish with the ball. Williamson's going to check him coming up court. Lorain High fans starting to feel a little bit more energy here. Outcolt with the ball. Well away from the basket to the left side and Stover. Kalish now.
Watch his back screen step back threes here.
Outcolt in the lane with Stover. He'll pop back up. He'll be teed up by Davier Andrews.
They're setting back screens and rolling to the basket, trying to post up, get a mismatch, or this will set up a setback three, and now they get a timeout. Great defense by the Titans.
That'll be a full timeout with 5:16 left in the ball game. 52-47, Lorain over St. Ignatius. Break time. We'll be right back on the Cool Cat 1380. LorainCounty.com and WLCS TV 20.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Is magic really magic? If a deal is too good to be true, well, don't be fooled. There is no magic. Credit Max Auto has a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
Welcome back to Midview High School. 52-47. The Titans over the Wildcats with 5:16 left. Just if you're a Titan fan, you start getting excited and feeling comfortable. Then Iggy's will pop right back and tighten the grip.
No comfort tonight. The only reason you can have comfort or what you got to do, if you're Lorain, string together some defensive stops. They got to stop last time and were able to score. And Devon Andrews, a great finish. That turned into a much tougher shot than I think he thought it was going to be. But finish. But now you've got to tighten the screws, man. And you're going to get Ignatius' best shot in this last 5:16. Got to have a defensive stop here.
Iggy's will have the ball out of bounds. Foul line extended. Berger's going to handle that. They'll break for him here. Pop it back out top. Nieto with the ball. Devon will D him up. He'll work to the block, go up with the shot off the glass with the left-handed in.
Nice finish by Nieto, but able to drive in there pretty much uncontested.
Davis with the ball now for the Titans, working on the left side of that offense. Sends it to Davier. Thought about that three ball. Not going to be there for him. He'll send it back outside to Davis. There's that pump fake we talked about.
Ignatius back to man-to-man defense, Don. Titans need to run that offense where they're doing a little bit of curling, I feel.
Lob pass goes to Devon down along the baseline. Gets tied up, misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Stover. He wants to go. Ends up firing it down toward the baseline. Berger will recapture.
Oh,
there's the takeaway by Devon. He's going to go to the rack hard. Shows it. Takes it down with two hands.
Nice job by Andrews, letting Outcolt go by him and still being under control to throw it down.
That's some ups, no doubt about that. Berger with the ball out top. The Lorain High fans on their feet, cheering now, urging the Titans on to a district final and Sweet 16 berth. Foul's going to be in the lane this time. Davis getting tied up with Stover. Stover getting a little bit too aggressive. The official giving him a little bit of grief about it.
Yeah, the official just saying, hey, you got to relax here. I mean, come on, he got hung up there, Davis. But again, you know, what Ignatius is doing is they're setting a screen at the free throw line, and they're cutting off that screener. And the Titans just got to be aware that they've got to almost switch that cut because Ignatius is getting some uncontested, drives to the basket out of that stuff.
Stover hits one. Got one more coming his way. Bohannon comes back into the ball game. Williamson comes back into the ball game. Davis sits down with his 4th foul. So does Shane Smith. He's only got 2 fouls though. 4:14 left in the ball game, and second free throw is a no-go by Stover. Gets it back in his hands and puts it up off the glass and in.
The guy shooting a free throw misses, and he's able to get his own rebound and finish. That's just, you can't let that happen.
Williamson will work up court. He's being hawked there by Kalish. Stops, spins into the lane, wants to take the shot, scoops it up. No, he'll get fouled going to the rack. He'll go to the line for a couple. Kalish is going to be whistled for it. That'll be his 3rd, team foul number 7.
Yeah, and if you're an Ignatius fan, you wanted to travel there, and if you're the Lorain fan, you're like, oh, absolutely, he got fouled. But Eddie Williamson, a couple big free throws here.
Wonder if Rossitano might be looking for a timeout here. He was talking to the official. It was a pretty calm discussion. Free throw by Williamson is good. That's only his 2nd point of the ball game. Doesn't matter.
Well, the big thing is, you got Bohannon back on the floor there with those 4 fouls, Don.
Yep.
You got to find a way to try to. I don't know if you can hide him on defense against this Ignatius team, but you need him on the floor.
Williamson's 2nd is good as well.
Yeah, you were right. Coach Rossitano, he wants to try to set his defense here.
That'll be the 32nd timeout, I believe. Yep, everybody's standing, so there you go. The Titans have 3 full timeouts. St. Ignatius has 2 full timeouts. So defensively, what do you do here in the final 4 minutes of this ball game up by 4?
Well, I think what they're talking about is like, look, they're going to set this high screen. You either have to switch that or you have to jump to the ball side quicker and get over the top of that screen, because if not, Ignatius is just going right inside with it. But the other thing Ignatius does a good job of, you watch all their kids, is once they get done screening, if they send that screener instead of the cutter, that screener goes down there and seals, and you're usually playing behind him. So this is a tough offense to defend because of Ignatius' size. What you can't have is you can't have Bohannon get caught behind, reach or anything, because, you need him on the floor, but he's got those 4 fouls. So see what the Titans try to do to combat this. They're going to go 1-3. No, they're just going straight man-to-man here. Play their man.
They'll drop back, pick it up in midcourt. Kalish with the ball. He works off to the left side. Stover's posted up low. Now he'll cut all the way across. Double screen low. Popping out will be Wolford. 3 ball, straight on.
Good defense, Javier Andrews. Real good defense, getting over that double screen.
Devin gets the rebound. Or Devon, rather. I'm sorry. Let me get it right. Eddie Williamson out top. Flips it off. Nas Bohannon across the top. Devon Andrews into the lane. Pump fake. Works inside. The Iggy's fans are going to want to travel. Lorain fans happy that the contact was called.
But that's what I'm talking about. What they do with their base offense, Lorain, is they will run 1 curl and then they'll run a 2nd curl following them. And that time Devon Andrews was the first curler. He was open. Did a good job drawing the foul. Got to make free throws.
Actually, they're saying that's just the 3rd foul on Nieto. Free throw is good by Andrews. Well, he kind of body Englished that one in.
Yeah, he struggled the other night, but he did hit 2 big ones down the stretch, so hopefully he's going to draw off of that.
He's got 9 points on the evening, well below his average, but as long as the team wins, I don't think he's going to care. 2nd free throw, a little bit too strong. Rashad Berry pulls down a big rebound and puts it right back in the hands of the Titans. 57-52, 3:21 left in the ball game.
This could be a really big possession if they can cash in here, Lorain.
Javier sends it outside. Thought he was going to fire that long 3 ball. Nas Bohannon with the ball, gets it off to Devon.
Going to spread it out a little bit against this man-to-man. Got 5 out.
Devon works down toward the block on the left side of the offense, sends it way out top. Javier gets it. He'll work into the lane. Little floating jumper. That one, no. Rebound loose. It'll be picked up by Devon along the baseline. He'll go back up. Got fouled. He got knocked down. Shot won't go down, but he'll go to the line for a couple.
Well, I tell you, Davier Andrews made a great move there. Didn't get rewarded, but brotherly love. Devon grabbing that offensive rebound, and he certainly got fouled. And again, free throw line, Don, so important here. Trying to, got to knock him down, extend this lead.
Devon with 9 points in the ball game has an opportunity for 10 and 11 here.
Nope.
A little bit too strong. Couple of subs coming in. Berger comes into the ball game. Outcolt comes into the ball game for St. Ignatius.
It's almost like he's disjointed shooting these free throws. It's not like one smooth, motion. It's like there's almost like a hitch in there a little bit with him right now. And I think that's a lot of, just confidence.
Yips. He's a golfing turn.
Much smoother that time.
There you go.
Much smoother.
He's in double digits now. 58-52, 6-point lead for the Titans with just under 3 minutes left. Outcolt with the ball between the circles, flips it off right side to Stover.
Huge possession.
Coach O'Toole looking to get some motion on the backside. It's not there for him. Berger now with the ball. Wants to go to work against Bohannon
and draw that 5th foul.
Stover wants to go to the rack, and a block's going to be called on Rashad Berry, standing there but bending over at the time.
Yeah, but he just didn't get there in time, Don. Rashad, he just didn't get there. I mean, I think it was a good call. And that's his 4th foul.
It is. He's got 4. Davis has 4. Bohannon with 4. Devon Andrews with 3. And this goes into overtime.
But here's Ignatius missing an opportunity there. The thing about Ignatius now offensively, you know what you're going to get from because of Lorain foul trouble. They're taking the ball to the basket every single time.
Right. Evan Stover has one more coming his way. He'll hit that one. Stover now with 7 points in the ball game. Pressure here by St. Ignatius. Devon Andrews with the ball.
1-2-2 trap, half court.
Trap, wants to go by the trap, works toward the rack, sends it outside. Rashad Berry sends it way out top to Williamson.
Good decision by Rashad Berry.
Williamson with the ball in between the circles, spins into the lane, little jump shot.
Oh, my!
Eddie Williamson getting pounded by his teammates. He's looking up at all. Actually, he's not looking up at anybody. He's looking at the basket. He's got one more coming his way.
Well, he got to the foul line, and then he used a spin dribble to get himself clear, drew the contact, and still knocked it down. Huge job, Eddie Williamson.
Double bonus both ways now. 60-53 in favor of the Titans. 61-53 as Williamson makes that for his 6th point of the ball game. And a timeout sub coming into the ball game.
Ignatius there. Going to get a shooter in there for sure, Nieto.
Nieto, there you go. That's your 3-point shooter. He's the one 3-point shooter. Wolford the other, although Wolford's not really hit anything since early on in the ball game.
He hit too early, but not a whole lot since. Big possession here.
Berger with the ball, working against pressure. Finds Outcolt, loses the ball temporarily. No one there to collect it for the Titans.
2 minutes, Don. 2 minutes.
Berger looked over at the sideline, finds Nieto at the left elbow. Sends it outside. Berger, 3-ball, misses everything. And out of bounds, going after it. Good effort by Berger trying to throw it back in. Not able to get there before he goes out of bounds. Nas Bohannon will get the Lorain High crowd pumped up. Now we'll get talked to by the official.
Well, they got their flare screen, Ignatius. They ran a flare screen, and they got Nieto an open look, but he missed badly. Titans get the ball back. Minute 52 to go here. Have to go to length of the floor against Ignatius pressure.
Kalish comes in for that defensive pressure. Bounce pass comes in to Rashad Berry. He wants to work up court. Gets it out the back of the air. A little bit too close for that pass. Ends up in the hands of Nieto. He'll show the ball, go up to the rack, lay it in behind his head. He's got 9 points, and that'll bring a timeout off the Ignatius bench. That'll be a 60 timeout. We'll take a break with 1:45 left. 61-55, the Titans over the Wildcats on the Cool Cat 1380, Lorain County Sports Network, WLCS TV 20.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah, it's for a nicer day, huh?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Gonna get some big ones. Anybody want to wear a life jacket?
I'm good.
No life jacket? That's a deal breaker.
Daddy, you promised.
Daniel Stevens.
Yeah, give me one of those life jackets.
This message brought to you by the National Safe Boating Council and the women who nag you. Love you.
Why do you let car dealers treat you like you're stupid? Just because you've had credit problems doesn't mean you're stupid. Credit Max Auto treats you with dignity and respect. We have a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
1:45 left, 61-55 Lorain over St. Ignatius. Packed house here at Midview High School. The Titans will have the ball, length of the court to go. They'll have the baseline to roam as well.
Nobody on the inbounder by Ignatius. They're face guarding everybody else from Lorain.
Williamson will get it. He'll just work up court across the timeline. Free pass. He'll get the shot blocked out of bounds, going up for it.
Boy, I think he was actually going to try to throw a lob to Barry. Coach Rossitano, the Eddie. Shoot it. Time and situation here, son.
Pull it back out, shoot it. I'm not sure about that pass, is basically the message. Inbounds pass will come to Bohannon, well outside the arc, being hawked out there. Gives up his dribble, needs to get rid of it, finally does so to Devon
Man
Andrews.
all over by Ignatius.
Devon wants to go to the rack, has his shot blocked, picked up by Bohannon, put back in two.
Again, offensive putback, Bohannon.
Titans will take a timeout with 1:25 on the clock, 63-55. We're going to keep it right here this time. Kind of talk through this now. Defensively, if you're Lorain High, you want to make sure you get your defensive squad on the court, number one. You want to make sure you don't commit a foul, number two.
Yeah, you want to keep this clock running, contest everything. You're going to go back to why that happens. You know, well, you might realize, well, how come they won't box out Bohannon? When Devon Andrews is able to drive like that, Don, he draws Bohannon's defender to him to challenge a shot. That leaves Bohannon a clear path to go offensive rebound. That penetration of the basket is so important. Getting back to your defensive theory, absolutely. 5 guys on the floor. Keep the ball in front of you. You have an 8-point lead here. You got 1:25. Do not foul, but don't let down and just allow them to go right to the basket. You need Ignatius to have to run some clock, and you need to rebound the basketball the first time.
All right, Gino, I got your message. Thank you very much. A great job spinning the dials back at the station. I have a feeling things continue to play out. We may have a bit of an extended post game anyway, Gene. Going the other way, Berger with the ball out top, being hawked by Williamson.
Again, great job by Williamson.
Spots a 3 ball. That one's short. The shot, Barry almost had the rebound. Nieto will take it out of his hand. Ball poked away. Devon Andrews gets tripped up out near the free throw line. They're going to call it on the floor. Hand goes up by Alcolt. That'll be his first. That was a breakaway opportunity.
Don, I'm going back to Eddie Williamson, skinnying up again over a well-set screen and forcing that three-pointer. And then the Titans, with a little bit of a run out, broken record. It's all about the free throws now.
Run out free throws, run out free throws. You're right, Coach, absolutely. Devon Andrews has 10 in the ball game, make it 11. Kalish comes back in the ball game for St. Ignatius.
3-possession ball game now. 3-possession ball game, and this one can make it 4 with another make.
Titans are going to pull everybody off the box here. Coach Rossitano pumping his guys up, wants to see the defensive pressure now. Point him toward the back. Andrews spins it, bounces it, wipes his hands, puts it up, and knocks it down. He's got a dozen. That'll help. 65-55, 10-point lead now for the Titans. District final, a berth at the Sweet 16 on the line. Nice take underneath by Stover. He's got 9 now. Ball comes in. Williamson's working up court, beats the timeline, and foul's going to be whistled. That's going to send him to the line. Foul's going to be whistled on Berger, his third. Team foul number 12 on St. Ignatius. Now they're giving the fouls, I understand that, but they've actually out-earned Lorain in fouls.
Yeah.
They've really kind of pulled back from that third quarter.
We got 58.4 here. Eddie Williamson. I'm going to tell you what, Eddie Williamson has got, what's that say, just got 5 points?
Yep. No, check it. I've got him for 7.
All right.
Rattles the second one out. That one no good.
Huge plays tonight by Williamson.
Stover going the other way, under a minute. He'll spot the 3 ball straight up off the back of the rim. No, Devon Andrews there for the rebound. He just wants to work up court. He'll find Williamson now. Gets it right back near midcourt. He's got a mismatch.
There we go.
Backside, lays it in very wisely. He's got 19.
We're going the other way. 16 now, Donnie.
3 ball right side. That one's good for Wolford. He's got 20 now, and that makes it 68-60 with 34 seconds. Timeout on the court.
Now, you know,
we're going to have to take a real quick break. We'll be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network and WLCS TV 20.
One of my biggest passions in life is animals. That's why I've worked with Morris Animal Foundation for over 40 years. Morris Animal Foundation is a world leader in helping animals live longer, healthier lives. You can too. Just show your support at morrisanimalfoundation.org.
To help cats, dogs, horses, and wildlife live healthier lives, visit morrisanimalfoundation.org, where we are advancing science that will create a healthier tomorrow for animals.
Have you ever bought a car and then realized you couldn't afford it? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. Don't be insane. At Credit Max Auto, you can get a really great car with a payment you can't afford. Visit us at creditmaxauto.com.
Eds won,
56-41. Well, so the winner of this one moves on to the 16 to take on St. Ed's.
Andre Wolford didn't have to make that 25-footer, just for kicks there. But so we got 68-60. Titans with 34.5 seconds left. Titans inbounding after the length of the floor. Take care of the basketball, obviously.
That's it. Nazmo will handle the inbounds. He's got Devon and Davier Andrews, Eddie Williamson, and Rashad Berry. It'll be Devon getting the ball. He'll get bumped almost immediately. He's been pretty good from the charity stripe tonight. Stover will get whistled for the foul. That'll just be his third. Walk down to the other end.
Well, this is
you make a free throw.
Yeah.
You help yourself out.
Well, you need to make 2 free throws here just to be good about it. I know Coach Rossitano was thinking, it's like, don't say that right now, please.
Got it.
But that helped right there.
Devon Andrews has 13 as he makes the first one. One more coming his way.
Yeah, this is big.
Titans.
This is big.
33 seconds away from the berth into the Sweet 16 and a trip to Akron. Second one.
Big.
Perfect. He's got 14, almost all of those from the charity stripe tonight. At least 10 of them, I have a feeling. Wolford, quick 3-ball. That one, no. Tip, no. Bohannon with the rebound. He'll get the pass back. Ooh, boy. Thought about the lob pass underneath. Barry was on the backside.
And now, yes, Sweet 16.
You think? You feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
The Lorain High fans start to feel it. I just saw John Rossitano look up at the sky. I think he's feeling it too. At least the roof here in Grafton. The crowd starts feeling it too.
We talked about the Titans. We talked about free throws. You want to talk about responding. 13 for 17 in the second half from the free throw line for Lorain. And we talked about they were going to have to beat Ignatius. That is what they have done.
First free throw for Andrews is a no-go.
Sean O'Toole getting his three-point shooters in for one last go at it here, but kind of academic, with 70-60 Titan lead with 17.9 left.
Andrews with his second one. That one's a no-go. Rebound comes out. Nieto with the ball into the lane. Layup at the other end. Nieto now with 11. Bohannon inbounds pass. Goes to Davier. You're going to hear a roar in about 5 seconds. It'll start now. We'll let them tell it. The buzzer sounds. The Titans are Sweet 16 bound district champions coming out of this Midview district.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State. Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
You gotta get another mic. But that won't work. Super Bowl. You talk nothing. Yeah. I'm sitting with Mike, bro. I'm telling you. Give me a mic. Okay. This time it is my pleasure to present to the 2015 Lorain High School Titans from Lorain, Ohio. The 2015 Division I District Championship Trophy. Congratulations. We did this for y'all, man. And we're gonna keep going until we got state champ. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Back here at Midview, and my partner has gone down and got the man that spun the dials all year behind the scenes here, the AD for Lorain High, Brian Corey. We're going to give him a little bit of pub here.
Well, Brian, let's get you on here and make sure this is on. There we go. Congratulations, man. This is a big deal, huh?
Thanks. You know, I'm so excited for the kids and the fans. They've had so much support all year. They've done an unbelievable job of representing themselves in the community. So I'm just happy that they were able to get this done.
I'm still going to have to call you coach, man, because I remember you as a coach. I know you're an AD. You've done a tremendous job over there, but you did a tremendous job as a coach. But it has to do you so proud. I mean, I agree with everything you said, but watching them as they play the game of basketball, you got to be so proud that they play the game the right way.
Well, it's a special group of kids, and I'm not even talking basketball. They're just unbelievable all-around kids. They genuinely care about each other. They genuinely care about the fans and the community, and it's evidenced by a lot of the different things that they've done throughout the year to show how much they appreciate what the fans have done for them and how much they care about each other. They're just an amazing group.
And as big a story as those guys are, you mentioned the fans. You talk about community. You know, starting a football season, coming through this point, and the way that they've lifted this school up, it's amazing.
I don't think you could have written a better story. I never in a million years would I have thought that we would have 500 people lined up like it's Black Friday at Best Buy to get tickets to a basketball game. I mean, it's unbelievable. But again, I mean, it just shows how much respect these fans have for these kids, and let's just hope it continues.
Well, and I've always been a firm believer in that you know, the school carries a community, and for what you guys did football-wise, you know, breaking through there and then following up with this magical season with this whole community, it is so neat. I mean, I'm pulling in there the other day for the original game at 5:15, and people are lined up, you know, seem like a quarter mile away 2 hours before the game's going to start. I mean, that's just, and it's so neat to be a part of that.
And I agree. It's been incredible. You know, one of the things that I learned over the years from all of the teams that either I've coached or I've watched or overseen as an athletic director, the teams that have the most success are the ones that are the closest knit, where they all care about each other. They're all excited about each other's successes, and they're willing to make sacrifices for the person standing next to them. Those are the teams that have the most success. And this group is just another example of that.
Just one last question. We'll let you get down there and enjoy this. The stress on this group of guys has got to be incredible right now. I mean, what are you guys doing to kind of take care of them right now?
Believe it or not, I really don't think.
No,
you know what I think the only stress is? I think the only fear is that if they lose, they won't be able to play another game. I don't think it's really anything more than that. I mean, in all honesty, I really think that in their minds, they just don't want to quit playing together. They have so much fun in practice. I've never seen a group of kids work as hard as they work in practice and have as much fun doing it. I mean, they really do.
That's pretty cool.
It starts with Rashad Berry. He's kind of the guy that sets the tone. The second somebody's lazy, Rashad usually takes care of it. And then Nas is kind of the guy in training for that. He's gonna be the guy that takes over that role next year. But
you can tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's I can't say enough. I'm so happy for him, and I just, again, we got a big game on Wednesday. Let's just hope we can play well and from this point forward.
Show up, show out, have some fun, and play some more basketball. Brian Corey, congratulations to the guys. Congratulations to the coaching staff. I hope you'll pass that along. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the school, the community. It's great.
Hey, thanks for all you guys do.
Happy to do it. Brian Corey, the athletic director at Lorain High School. Great night for the Lorain High Titans. 70-62 winners tonight over St. Ignatius. St. Ed's is up next.
For the thousands of wounded warriors returning from battle, Wounded Warrior Project has developed the Warriors to Work program. a unique program that helps wounded warriors translate their military experience to the civilian workplace. The Warriors to Work program also works with employers to find the right job for the right warrior. Contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
All right, welcome back to WLCS TV 20, everyone. I'm Don Vincent. Our guest right now, Coach John Rossitano. John, we'll start off the way we should. Congratulations. Yeah. This is fun.
Yeah, but before I go on, because this is going back to City of Lorain, the City of Lorain has been so unbelievable during the course of the season. And I'm telling you, it's not like they've been on our bandwagon. They came out in big numbers at the start of the season. They've continued it. And, I mean, our kids have so much appreciation for what our fans in Lorain have done. It's unbelievable, and they're as much a part of this as our kids are. And believe me, we have thrived, and we have just embraced the fan support. And we're going to go on next Wednesday. We're going to keep battling, and we're going to try to get another one.
Before we start talking about Wednesday, let's talk a little bit more about this one tonight that put you in the Sweet 16 over in what we called in our radio broadcast a program. That St. Ignatius is a program squad. This is a big win for you guys.
Yeah, it's a great program. It's one of the storied programs in Ohio in terms of basketball, and we weren't afraid. We weren't backing down, and our guys have that refuse to lose, will to win type mentality. And not that there's never any doubt, but I tell you what, these guys have just done it for 25 games now, and we expect nothing else.
Talk about a couple of individual performances tonight. We'll start with Davier Andrews. Yeah. Tough night the other night, but boy, did he come back big time tonight.
I think he recognized his brothers in foul trouble, got thrown out of rhythm a little bit, never got really into a groove, and it was like his younger brother said, "Okay, if you can't do it, here we go, I'll do it." And that's what teams do. You don't rely on one guy, you rely on a team, and they all had a big part in not only tonight's game but the first 25, and that's why we're so successful, because we've used all the guys and they've all contributed.
Eddie Williamson maybe had 10 points tonight, maybe, but again, his points aren't his contribution. No. It's his defense and his leadership.
Yeah, his leadership. He gets the ball past to other guys that do things. He's a great on-the-ball defender, and like you said, his leadership is invaluable to us. And without Eddie, we're not going a whole heck of a lot very far. And he's accepted his role. And again, it's a testament to these kids that they've sacrificed sometimes for the betterment of themselves for the team, and that's why you have what we have, undefeated season so far.
Nas Bohannon, one more guy, I need to mention him. He came through big tonight. Your sophomore, you're a young guy.
Yeah, he was unbelievable on the boards. It seemed like he was getting every rebound and sometimes, and again, it's just the guys knew what they had to do. St. Ignatius' strength is rebound the basketball, and we preached it for 2 days, and we rebound the basketball, and I thought at a very good clip tonight, and that was a key to our game and a key to us winning the game tonight.
So Sweet 16 bound now. You've got the district championship. Yeah. Everybody's got a medal. You've got the trophy. You got the pieces of the net. You've got St. Ed's.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're not backing down from anybody. They're really good. I mean, they're really good. And but you know what? We're really good. There's going to be 2 really good teams going at it Wednesday, and hopefully the whole city of Lorain shows up Wednesday in full force. And I'm telling you, with the crowd we have, with the energy they provide, we expect to go down there and win Wednesday.
Sounds like a plan to me. Keep playing. Let's keep it going, John.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys, for your coverage. Joe, I appreciate it. Okay, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thanks, John. Again, congratulations. John Rossitano, the head coach of the Lorain High Titans. With that, we'll go ahead and wrap up our broadcast here on WLCS TV 20. A big thank you to everybody involved with the broadcast. Joe Bach, Terry Trout, Club TV 20. It's good to have everybody along. The Titans are district champions, headed to the Sweet 16. For everybody on TV 20, WLCS, I'm Don Vincent. Good night. We'll see you in Akron.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.